What is up, guys, gals, and gremlins, and welcome back to another episode of the 7 Days Mod Map Showcase with me, the one, the only, the Grimstone, that handsome W you see on screen now. And if you're looking at the backdrop of this map going, man, that looks really familiar, there's actually a really good reason why. I have been waiting for this map to land for about a week and a half now, and as of now, the time of recording, December 13th, 2023, this map has been on the Nexus mod space for just a few hours. So we're gonna dive right in and check this brand new map out by none other than Fluffy Panda. So let's waste no more time, let's dive right in. Alright guys, so as some of you already know, me and several of my YouTube friends and family such as Fried Badger, Silent Legion Gaming, Viper Gaming UK, Tenacious G, and the Musical Moogle, just to name a few, are all part of a charity event for the Great Ormond Children's Street Hospital. Now, we just want to make Christmas a little bit brighter for these brave little boys and girls, so if you would, take just a moment to check out the link down in the description below, send some much needed love and support to a really awesome cause. And if you happen to be a YouTuber or a streamer and you want to take part and get involved in this event, there's a link in the description of my video that says join the GOSHmas team, or you can just go check out Fried Badger's Discord, also linked in the description below, and join up with Fried Badger's dream team of content creators. Alright guys, so as I mentioned before, this is another map by our very own Fluffy Panda. This is the Washington DC 6K map. So yes, that spire that was in the background of the intro is in fact the placeholder for what is going to be the future Washington Monument POI, but we're going to get to that more here in just a second. So this map is available in 6K only at the time of recording. Now, if I have anything to do with it, that's gonna change in the future. Fluffy, if you're watching this video, and I know you are, you know we love our 8Ks, our 10Ks, our 12Ks, but I'm pretty sure I know what you're waiting on before you release any of the bigger sizes. So again, we're gonna cover that more here in just a second. The description for this particular mod map reads, the Fluffy Panda Washington DC 6K map for vanilla or modded 7 days. Custom designed with true to world roads, rivers, and POI footprints. This map does come in 5 different flavors. We have vanilla, Darkness Falls with the PEP POI pack, Ravenhurst, War of the Walkers, and the Wasteland. And the only mod dependencies needed in this particular case are going to be for the specific version. So Ravenhurst Overhaul mod is going to be needed for the Ravenhurst version, Darkness Falls is going to be needed for the Darkness Falls version, and so on. What we do have in this case though is a call to action to all you POI prefabbers out there. We need POIs. Specifically, we need POIs such as the Washington Monument, the White House, the Pentagon, and any other DC specific POIs that you can think of that would work inside this map. Now, over on the Nexus mod space, obviously Fluffy has also issued this call to action, and he has mentioned that anybody who does submit these POIs that does get chosen to go inside of this map is also going to get credited and mentioned in the mod description there as well. But I want to take that one step farther. Anybody that gets chosen to go into this map with one of their POIs is actually going to get their very own standalone showcase video out of me, where we're going to go in, take a deep dive look at your specific POI and handiwork, and showcase it to anybody that would like to see it. So if you do want to get involved, there's a couple of different ways. You can actually just drop a comment down in the comment section below, or check the links in the description where you're going to find a link to my Discord directly, or to Fluffy Panda's Discord directly, or you can find me just about anywhere in any of the Discords associated to 7 Days to Die. So guys, can't wait to see your submissions, and with that being said, let's take a look at this map. Alright guys, so here we are inside of Fluffy Panda's 6K vanilla version of the Washington DC map. As standard, we are in God mode, and we do have zombies turned off so that we are not bothered. And we are right up here with the placeholder spire that is going to be the Washington Monument. So we have spawned in just here. Actually, we spawned in just down here on the map. Now, one thing that I do want to point out about this map is made with the idea of a wasteland DC in mind. So as we kind of glance around, you're going to notice that a good majority of this map is going to be your burnt forest and your wasteland biome. There's just a little bit of the pine forest biome kind of sprinkled in. It looks like we might have a touch of snow up top. I think that might be. But other than that, if you look around, like I said, most of this is designed specifically to have a lot of the wasteland biome and burnt forest biome in it. This is designed to give you that feeling of Washington D.C. kind of got hit hard by, you know, the zombie outbreak or the zombie plague, the apocalypse, however you want to call it. But as we kind of take a peek around where everything is, just take note that most of what we're going to be looking at is going to be burnt forest and wasteland. So with that being said, again, we have started just here, right in the middle, where the Washington Monument is. That's right behind us. And you can see we have the palisade that leads up to the monument that you see over there in the distance. We've got the place where the White House would be. So I believe he's got Fluffy put in the red mesa where the White House is supposed to be. And as you look around, you kind of notice that everything is pretty spot on if you were looking at a satellite or an overhead image of the DC area. So we're going to pop right over there to where I believe is the red mesa. Gonna check that out real quick. And yep, just as I thought, we do have the Red Mesa compound right here. So yeah, Red Mesa compound is where the White House is going to be. That way there's a plenty big enough footprint. So for all you prefabbers out there, if you want to know about roughly how much space you've got to work with, you want to work with around the Red Mesa compound's footprint, and then the Washington Monument, you know, you have that to look at as well, but that is a rather tall and narrow footprint. So we're gonna pop the map up, and we're just going to start by jumping up to the top left corner, the northwestern corner, and we're gonna do what we normally do. We're just gonna kind of go around in a big circle, pop down, take a look at how this place is set up, what to expect in some of these biomes, what type of density to expect in some of these cities, and we will wrap back up pretty much back where we started. And we are headed that way, and I will meet you over there. All right, so here we are in the northwestern corner of the map, just over here in this big roundabout area. And as you can see, we have American flags flying all over the place. And again, this is the vanilla version, so you're going to be seeing a lot of, well, you're only going to be seeing the vanilla POIs. We got Corona wipes over there, but you're going to be seeing a good bit of the small to medium-sized POIs. As you get closer to what would be the Capitol buildings and things like that, you're going to see some of your larger tier POIs. I see one of the bigger POIs over there in the distance. We'll pop over there and take a look at what we have there. Okay, so just over here, we do have the Navasgain General Hospital. So that's one of your good sized tier 5 POIs. I believe that's a tier 5 POI. Let me pop my HUD up real quick. Yep, that is one of your tier 5 POIs. So we've got that. We have what looks like a, that's a Vanity Tower there. So we do have a couple of the larger tier 5 POIs kind of dotted around up here. So we are going to go from here. This is, like I said, the northwestern corner. So this little area right here, we're going to jump up to the top here. I want to see if this is in fact snow-capped area up here, and then we will continue east, taking a look at a good bit of the burnt forest biome up there. So we're going to pop down a waypoint. I will be right back. Okay, so we do in fact have just a touch of snow dotted around up here on the very northern portion of the DC map. So not very much, not expected to be very much given how things look up here. But if you did want to have at least a little bit of your wintry biomes up here, you do have some of that. So continuing on over here back into the burnt forest biome, this looks like it's going to be one of your residential districts. Again, as I wait for Pop-In to finish doing its thing. So yeah, this is going to be one of your more residential areas, going to have a lot of your homes and things like that. Doesn't look like there's going to be a lot of businesses. Okay, yeah, we do have some businesses popping in kind of over there in the distance, but this is going to be a lot of your mid-size to large size residential POIs. Looks like we've got a lot of your smaller business POIs, and then your mid to large tier residential POIs kind of off over that way. Of course, we have some more of the American flags flying, and that is going to be just up here in the central north portion. We're going to pop over here and take a look at what we can see around this little lake, and be right back. All right, so here we are, and we seem to have just this tiny little oasis of pine forest biome right up here near this lake in the very top portion of this, because that's going to be wasteland and the rest of this is burnt forest. But right here, I don't even know, yep, it is just big enough. Right here in this little area, we have this tiny little piece of pine forest biome that's actually allowing us the opportunity to just kind of survey the land a bit and see if anything pops out at us. Again, way over there in the distance, you can see what will be the Washington Monument kind of towering off on the horizon over there. There's our lake, again surrounded by a burnt forest. And it looks like we're going to have a healthy mix of some more of the small business POIs. We do have a touch of desert up there. I apologize, I said that was wasteland. We do have just a touch of the desert biome, so you still have some of that to look at. And I see some of the larger POIs over there in the distance, so I might pop over there real quick and see. Looks like that might be a vanity tower from here, and we will just continue our way down to the southeast, and we have a pretty large city over here, so we're gonna work our way into this city and continue our way around. Okay, so here we are just over here, and this actually looks like this is just going to be one of the abandoned office tower POIs, so not one of the vanity towers. So we do have still some of the larger POIs without that aren't the 4 and 5 tier. We have the Navezgane Creamery just down there, and we are going to continue our adventure off this way and be right back. All right, so here we are at I believe this is the passing gas number 5, one of the large passing gas POIs. And again, if you look just behind the city grid here, as I zoom in just a bit, you'll see there's tiny little slivers of the pine forest kind of creeping through in some of these areas. And it just so happens that I landed in one of them just here. So right slap in the middle of this big city, we do have a section of pine forest that again lets us get a good look at the surrounding area. So this looks like it's going to be one of your factory districts. We've got quite a few factories over here. Couple of the abandoned office buildings. I see a couple of Shotgun Messiah factories and things like that. Another one of the Navezgane General Hospitals right there. So this area of the map is going to be a bit more of your industrialized area from the looks of things. It's going to have more of your factory POIs and things like that. So we are going to continue south along the river here. I think we're going to come right here, drop down a waypoint, and then continue over the lake or over the river there, and continue our perusal of this map. All right, and here we are down in the central portion. This is about as central as it gets. The central portion down here by the river, and we are by another one of the Navezgane General Hospitals. This is going to be another one of your kind of a mix between your residential and your business POIs. I have a couple of the large cathedral style POIs over there, a few factories dotted around. I said there's another Navezgane General here, and we are going to continue our way around we're gonna go across this land bridge right here and then come up around this little collection of cities right here. And we're gonna take a look at the river's edge, see if there's anything interesting down that way, and continue on along. All right, so here we are just at a river bend, and we do have a couple of little dots of the forest biome, the pine forest biome here that'll kind of keep things a little bit bright and give us a chance to look out over the horizon. So again, we do see all along the river, we've got the burnt forest biomes, good recreation of the road structures by looking at DC maps. And again, as we head over into this next little city, this looks like it's going to be another good collection of your business POIs, some residential POIs, blue collar class stuff, and things of that nature. And that is, again, just down here as we head to the southeastern corner. And then we're going to turn, head across the Bay Area here, and then back up to where we started up here by where the Washington Monument is gonna be. Get out of there, and we will continue venturing out this way, and I'll meet you guys there. All right, here we are back in the wasteland as we pass by the Midway Clinic. Poppin' Pills POI right there, and I believe that, yep, that's a Savage Country POI. Again, here in the wasteland, down here just to the south, this is the southeastern portion of the map. Residential and business POIs. Lots of places to loot. Got plenty of passing gases, popping pills, lots of Mo powers. Good bit of everything that you need for a nice run through in this area. So we are going to continue westward, hop across the Bay Area, and we're going to check out this little collection of these two small towns here, and then come up across back over the bay, and this is where we're going to wrap up this showcase. So I've got that down, so I will meet you guys on the other side of the river. All right, so here we are coming down into the southwestern corner of the map. So again, we've got some of the, we've got the Ostrich Hotel over here, some Shotgun Messiahs, some of the, that looks like a tier, I want to say that's one of the tier 3 Shotgun Messiahs, and things like that dotted around. Got a Mo Power down there. So yeah, just a good blend, a good healthy blend of the mid to high tier POIs in a lot of these places. And again, this is just here to the southwest, down here in the corner. And then again, we are going to pop back up here and take a look at the Palisade, and that is where we are going to draw this showcase to a close. All right, guys, so here we are just staring down the Palisades towards what is meant to be the Washington Monument. And I've got to say, it's a faithful recreation of, I can't really say the monument itself because it is just a pyre of stone, or a spire of stone at this point, but eventually it will be replaced with a creation by one of you wonderful people out there. So with all of that being said, and with this being brand new on the mod space, let's take a look at exactly where you can find this map and try it out for yourself. Alright guys, so here we are at the 7 Days to Die Nexus mod space, and as is standard for all of Fluffy Panda stuff, you're just going to come up here to the search box, type in Fluffy Panda as you see it on screen, and hit enter. And one of the very first things you're going to see should be, where is it, right there, the Fluffy Panda Washington DC 6K vanilla or modded. And as I said, right now, it is only available in the one size, so you do only have the 6K version. We've got your Darkness Falls, Ravenhurst, Wasteland Vanilla, and War of the Walkers. So that is where you're going to go to try this map out for yourself. All right, and as we stand atop literally the spire of stone that is meant to be the Washington Monument, with the ruined cityscape of DC behind us, that is going to bring this episode of the 7 Days Mod Map Showcase to a close. Now, as is standard, if you want to go say hi to Fluffy Panda yourself, you can by checking out the 2 links to the Discords that he frequents down in the description below, both Old Farks and the Tarragon Discord. And also, if you really want to be super special and show some appreciation, love, and support to Fluffy Panda, make sure to check out both his Buy Me a Coffee and PayPal links down in the description as well. Also, down in the description below, you're going to find a link to all of my social medias. You can find me just about anywhere at the Grimstone Gamer. I do follow all gamers back. If you want to be especially amazing, you can actually check out the Patreon link down in the description below, become a gremlin, and watch this channel and this community grow as a whole. For those of you that are new around here, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. You have absolutely no idea how much it means to me. I do have a goal of 100 subscribers by Christmas, and I am currently, I believe at the time of recording, I am sitting at 91, so we are almost there. So guys, again, hit that like and subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you know when the next newest content comes out. And yeah, that's going to wrap it up for me, guys. So remember to always stay great, stay gamers, stay grim.